Hey guys, this is Eric Broadus back again with another video, and today's video I want to title it Value Your Career, or value in this case your military career, Marines charged and arrested. And what prompted me to make this video was there's I'll leave the link in the description, but there were I believe 16 Marines that were charged and arrested for human trafficking and drug charges. And I believe this occurred somewhere in Mexico. But these Marines were basically, there was a sting operation done by NCIS, and what they did, they basically pulled them out of caught them while they were in formation, and they pulled them out and had them arrested. Now, in other videos that I had with my military content, I have a video called Military Do's and Don'ts, and there's other videos I have that deal with military content, and also you know, conduct, you know what I'm saying, becoming of servicemen and women that serve in the armed forces. The armed forces is unique in terms of your conduct. You're on duty 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, so you're never off duty. And in the armed forces, they have, if you want to say, more control over your life, you know, once you swear in and sign that dotted line. So, and also what's unique about the military, different with the civilian world, is that in the civilian world you can be fired from a job, but in the military you can't be fired from a job. You can be discharged, or they can choose to hold you in and deal out punishment. And also there's it's a thing called double jeopardy. So in the armed forces, if you commit a crime on the civilian side, once they turn you back over to your branch of service, you're also going to get punished by the military. The United States Armed Forces, their law goes under the Uniform Code of Military Justice. And the reason why this I'll just use the acronym UCMJ, or the Uniform Code of Military Justice, was created is that servicemen and women often go to other territories outside the United States and different countries, and where the United States laws don't apply or may not have jurisdiction. So they created the Uniform Code of Military Justice, which is specific to men and women that serve in the armed forces. Now, when I talk about valuing your career, and I don't want to make this video too long because I want you to actually watch the video that I'm going to leave the link to it in the description, and I want you guys to actually view it, so I don't want to hog up too much of your time. But anyway, when I talk about valuing your career, especially in the armed forces, it's very crucial and important, because what you do in whatever you do in the military, what type of discharge you get or your type of conduct, that's going to follow you on the outside. And depending on what type of discharge you get, that's going to determine certain opportunities, certain types of benefits, you know. So and then also, even with just regular in the corporate sector, the first thing they're going to ask you for when you fill out that resume and when you're filling in that application, they're going to want to know, they're going to ask you, have you ever served in the armed forces? If so, what type of discharge did you get, and can you provide a DD-214? That DD-214, that document is that follows you. That right there tells anyone, and it is on record, of what character of service that you got, whether it was honorable, general, administrative, bad conduct. So when you're serving in the armed forces, you definitely want to make sure that you are on your P's and Q's. And for those, I understand that those that are veterans in the armed forces, you've been in the game for a while, so you guys know this. But for you guys that are new in your careers, and even for those of you that have been in for a while, because I've seen individuals that were veterans to the game, and they did some wild stuff, and they got caught and they suffered the price. You know, you don't want to have served, give 10, 18, 20 years of your life, and you get involved in some illegal activity, and all of that is just gone, just like that, washed down the drain. Now, for you individuals that are civilians right now and considering going in, and for those of you that are still new, within the first 4 years, of your career, and this applies to all, because there have been individuals that have served, for long periods of time, short periods of time, and in between, that have managed to get involved in illegal activity and their careers were over. But you got to consider people, places, and things. You got to consider, okay, do I want to continue to participate in the wrong activities that I did before I came in, or do I want, do I value my military career? And it's something to be taken seriously and to consider, because hearing it from me on a video, it's like it may not mean much, but when you're standing in front of your commanding officer, regardless of what branch of service you are, or when you're going up for a court martial and you have to stand before that military tribunal, and you're facing some serious time, possibly jail time, fine, you can get both fine and or imprisonment, and you're getting busted down in your rank, and everything that you worked hard for is being washed away. And with the feds, you're going to do every bit of that time. There's no parole. You will do every bit of that time. Then on top of that, opportunities that you possibly could have had have been blown. You don't want to risk that. So you want to make sure that if you're going to join the armed forces, that is not the place that you want to get in any trouble. Not the United States military. You definitely don't want to do that. They will hold you to a higher standard because you represent your branch of service, and not only that, you represent the United States of America. And believe you me, if they catch you doing something illegal and they get a hold of you, they will do their best to crucify you. So you don't want to risk your career on maybe something that's temporary, or either some quick money, or either a quick fix. You got to consider, is it really worth it? Once you join the armed forces, there's a lot, there's a lot on the line. So you want to make sure that while you are serving in the armed forces, to make sure that play by the rules, and keep your nose clean. I would have to say that serving in the military it was definitely a pleasurable and unique experience for myself. And I mean, honestly, on a day-to-day basis, it's really a very simple lifestyle, but like anything else, it is what you make of it. And if you choose the right path while you're in, the rewards, it'll definitely pay off. So, for anyone this applies to all ages, but definitely for those that are new to the military and those that are considering going in, the military is not the place that you want to mess up or play around or mess with illegal activity. So you got to consider people, places, and things. So the things that you used to do as a civilian, once you join Uncle Sam's military, you're going to have to cut people, places, and things off. You have to cut them off. If you want to keep your career, it doesn't last. In my career, I've seen some good people get kicked out, by trying to double back and still hang with the crowd they used to when they were a civilian. And a civilian doesn't have as much to lose as a person in the military. I'm talking about they have more control over you. The military, I'm talking about, they will lay the smack down on you. So if you're going to join the armed forces, and those that's in, value your career, because if you get caught, you can best believe they will drop the hammer on you, and they have control of you. It ain't like you can just walk out and just quit. They can do and can make you finish your time doing either hard labor or whatever they choose. Saying you are at their mercy. So consider that. Value your career. Anything that's worthwhile, be prepared to make some sacrifices for it. You got to make sacrifices to get it. You're going to have to make sacrifices to keep it. So if you value your career, make sure you surround yourself with positive people and the right people. Stay away from negative influences, and stay out of places that are unbecoming of a service member. As men and women in the armed forces, we are held to a much higher standard. The code of conduct, uniform code of military justice. But I don't want to belabor you guys, but consider it. If you are in the armed forces serving, value your career. Value your career. Because it's up to you. You mess it up, your track record, which is that DD-214, it will follow you on the outside, and that DD-214 has your social security number. So if you lie to an employer or anybody about it, it's only a matter of time before they find out. And if you mess up in the armed forces, it's like major opportunities. There's a whole host of benefits, that you will lose once you get on the outside, and also while you are in. So please consider it. Value your career. But the name of this video is Value Your Career, Marines Charged and Arrested. But I'm gonna leave the link in the description, and please check out the video. Watch it, and so it'll further drive my point home. In the armed forces, there are no shortcuts. Don't take shortcuts, guys. Do it, ladies and gentlemen. Do it right the first time, and you don't have to worry about it. But anyway, please like the video, unlike the video, please share it. Please subscribe to my channel, Eric Broadus, YouTube.com. And those that are already subscribed, please tap the bell for future subscriptions. Thanks, guys, for watching. Thanks for your time, and I will see you on the next video. Value your career. Peace, guys.